In today's video, we're going to be unboxing the Gel Zone Pro Hydrax. The Hydrax is a fully automatic gel blaster pistol. This blaster is by no means new, but I finally got a deal on it, so I picked it up. Gel Zone blasters are usually found at Target, and these things are actually pretty expensive. Usually this blaster is 55 bucks, but luckily I was able to pick it up for 38. And I'm kind of worried, because I really don't think this blaster is going to be worth 38 bucks either. On the box it says it comes with 10,000 rounds of ammo, and it shoots up to 7 rounds per second. It also claims 160 feet per second, but we're going to be testing that out later in the video. On the back it says we got a 500 round internal hopper located up here, and then there's an on and off switch right here, which means there's probably only a fully automatic option and no semi-automatic. I'm gonna stop babbling about this thing and let's get right into unboxing this thing. I already kind of did a whole overview of this box, so let's get right into unboxing this thing. Cut these pieces of tape right here, open this up, and then it slides right out. In the box we got an instruction manual, the supposed 10,000 rounds of ammo, a hydration pouch, a pair of protective eyewear, a battery charger, and then we got the blaster itself. And it looks like in the battery compartment, the battery is already pre-installed. That's a pretty chunky battery for this little blaster. I'm gonna plug this into my computer and let it charge for a bit. The blaster itself actually has a pretty cool design. At the top we have the 500 round internal hopper, which you load the bullets right into here. And I do like that you can see into the internal hopper through those windows. To load it in, just push this back and then it should go right in. You also have a sling clip back here just in case you want to run this as a sidearm. On the side we also got an on and off switch. Just push it towards the back for off and push it towards the front for on. And at the front the barrel is actually pretty low for this blaster. I don't get what this piece is there for, but this should have probably been moved all the way up here. We also have some cool fractal patterns on the sides. I do really like this blue though, it gives it a really cool look. But overall there really is no special features on this blaster. But the quality overall actually does feel really good. But the real question is it really worth that $55 price point? Well, we're gonna go test it out in the FPS and accuracy test as soon as that battery gets charged. I got this hopper loaded up quite a ways with about 400 rounds of Hydrostrike ammo. All you have to do to turn on this blaster is push that switch forward, and now it's time to see how fast this thing shoots. Shot 1, 159.7 feet per second. Shot 2, 151.8 feet per second. Shot 3, 173.6 feet per second. Shot 4, 149.7 feet per second. And shot 5, 157.5 feet per second. That is pretty close to the box average of 160 feet per second, which is actually not that bad. But for 55 bucks, I'd expect a lot more than this. Now let's see how many rounds per second this thing shoots to see if it can keep up with that box average of 7 rounds per second. It actually got 8 rounds per second, which is actually pretty good for this blaster. Now let's take a few steps back and see how accurate this thing is. And overall, the accuracy on this blaster is actually really good, but I did have a couple misfeeding errors as you've seen. You kind of have to expect that with internal hopper blasters, but that was kind of a bit much. But overall, this thing's actually really fun to shoot. Anyways, let's get back to the desk so I can give my final thoughts on this blaster. After shooting this thing, I gave this thing way too much of a bad rap. Even though it does have problems like the misfeeding errors in the iron sight and no semi-auto mode, this thing is actually really good. Even though it doesn't have a semi-auto mode, you can still kind of use it even on full auto. It's a very light and compact blaster, which would be great for a sidearm during Gel Blaster Wars. And if we compare it to something similar like the SRB 375, it's actually pretty close results. The only difference is that this thing shoots quite a bit faster FPS wise. They both have internal hoppers, but this one's a little bit bigger and this blaster is a little bit cheaper. Let me know if you want to see a comparison video between these two blasters later on. And if you want to get this blaster, I'll put the target link down in the description. I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope to see you in that one right there. In today's video, we're going to be counting down the top 5 best beginner gel blasters that you can get in 2024. This video is going to be great if you're getting into the gel blaster hobby, but you really don't know much about gel blasters right now. Before we get into the video, let me tell you 2 products that you're going to need for your gel blaster.